I was never really interested in photography growing up, never until 2008,
Hmm.
when I bought a camera. I went to the Bahamas. So this is in short the story how my career in photography started. So I was um, living in Miami, and I was interested and curious to go to see the Bahamas. I was attracted by the colonial architecture, these beautiful places and the palm trees and everything. So I went for a short trip that turned out to be like 1 month long. And when I got there, I loved it. So I bought a little camera, and I still have the receipt, $570 for a Nikon Coolpix. But little digital camera, but I had no idea, how it worked. And unfortunately, later on, I realized that I didn't put, for many photographs, I didn't put the right settings. So the quality of the images was so low that, I cannot do anything with that. So I found out later. So that's how I started, just like a tourist wandering around, taking some photos here and there. And I noticed that I liked that part, I liked it. So then I stayed as a guest with a friend in an island for a long time. So at the end of my stay, I did an Apple book. So basically, it's an album where I put some photos without much, without knowing, how to do nothing. And so, but it came out quite good, quite nicely, and people that saw it loved it, and they started to say, "Oh, this is good photography. Maybe you should consider doing something with it." And more people said that. More people. Then I did another book, a little digitally, online, bigger, and that was also really, it came out really nice, and people loved it. So I decided to give it a try, and so that's how it started. In 2016, I did my first exhibition in the Bahamas, and after a couple of years, I bought a new camera, very basic Canon, and then I bought a new one, but I've never been fascinated or nor interested in the equipment. I don't really care much. I just want a nice, handy, good quality camera that I can easily use when I am in the street, when I am around, to capture whatever is unfolding in front of me. So I think for me, photography, it's not much about technicality, it's more about feelings. And it allows me to express, in images, how I feel. And that's why I think that a photograph is much more, tells more about the photographer rather than the subject.